Hello everyone, welcome back to our class 12 economics series. In today's video, we will understand three very important concepts: nominal GDP, real GDP and GDP deflator. Many students confuse these topics, especially in numericals. But don't worry, by the end of the lesson, you will know the formula, the differences and how to solve board exam questions very confidently. Why do we need real GDP? Imagine a farmer produces 100 apples this year and 100 apples the next year. The quantity hasn't changed, but the prices increases from 100 to 120. But if we look at money value, GDP appears higher, but in reality production hasn't increased. That's why economists distinguish between nominal and real GDP. Now your question would be, what is nominal GDP? So nominal GDP is the value of final goods and services measured at current year's prices. So it includes effect of inflation. So if the price increase, nominal GDP may rise even if production remains the same because prices are rising. So memory trick is nominal means now prices or inflated prices. So what is real GDP then? Real GDP measures production using the prices of a fixed base price. They are not measured on current prices. This removes the effect of inflation or the rise in prices and shows the actual increase or decrease in the production. So real GDP is a better indicator of economic growth. Now memory trick to remember real GDP is real is equals to removes inflation. Now the comparison between nominal and real GDP often comes in the examination. So here's the easiest way to remember the difference. Nominal GDP uses today's price or now price and is affected by inflation, whereas real GDP uses base price, so it reflects a true growth in production. So it is not measured using the inflated price. However, when the board asks which is better measure of economic growth, the answer would be real GDP. So you can pause the video and copy the difference. Now there is one more word, that is GDP deflator. So GDP deflator tells us how much increase in GDP is due to changes in prices rather than production. Deflator, as the name suggests, how much deflate the GDP has deflated or moved. The formula is GDP deflator is equals to nominal GDP divided by real GDP multiplied by 100. If the GDP deflator is 100, the current year and the base year prices are the same. The definition might seem very confusing, so let's solve a numerical. Nominal GDP is 6,000 crore and real GDP is 5,000 crore. Find the GDP deflator. Now the formula of GDP deflator is, what is it? It's nominal GDP divided by real GDP multiplied by 100. So that gives us 120. It means overall price level is 20% higher in the base year. Instead of memorizing formulas separately, remember this simple flow. Current prices gives us nominal GDP. Compare it with real GDP multiplied by 100 and you get the GDP deflator. You can pause the video and note it down. Now there are two questions. Pause the video and solve these questions yourself. Now first question is nominal GDP 8,000 crore, real GDP 7,500 crore. Find GDP deflator. Now formula is nominal divided by real multiplied by 100. So the answer would be GDP deflator is 106.67. It means prices have increased by 6.67%. For the second question, the correct answer is nominal GDP because it uses current year price. Today we learned the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP, understood why economists use a base year and learned how to calculate GDP deflator. These concepts are important for both theory and numerical, so revise the formulas regularly. In the next video, we will begin the methods of measuring national income with the value added method, one of the most important topic for CBSE board exam. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Let's see you in the next class.